Oh, gold. Oh, no, not you again. Well, I'm here at death's door. Delirious. I must have been. I've ordered another Dyson. I've got a temperature. I'm full of cold. I'm drugged up to my eyeballs. And I've had to wait till 10 to 6 to receive this. Thought it would come a lot sooner than it did. Came from very.co.uk, but I'm not at my regular residence. I'm at my country residence in York, just outside at the moment, and I've had this delivered. I'm on holiday. It was my birthday yesterday and I'm full of cold and I'm feeling very sorry for myself. But anyway, even a cold cannot prevent me from unboxing this for your viewing pleasure. So that's what I'm going to do. I ain't got the energy to do a good old demo for it today, but hopefully tomorrow I might be feeling a bit brighter, so I'll be able to demo this thing. This is the first DC25 I've owned. I've owned many Dysons and flogged them all. I've still got a DC24, which is the baby brother of this. Never had a DC25, and when Very got them in again and reduced, I thought, oh well, I'll give it a go. So I'm not a fan of those new uprights at all. They're not even ball models. They've done away with the ball. If you look at them, they don't actually have a proper ball anymore. It's just sort of two wheels either side of a spherical thing. It doesn't rotate fully like the ball on this model. So anyway, this is the DC25 multi-floor for all floor types. 5-year guarantee. British allergy seal of approval. So I think, is this how you open it? Oh god, I don't know. But anyway, I think this is it. Oh, that's it. Yes, I don't need the scissors, I don't think, so I'll just put my hand in, slide it along. I will probably need the scissors for this part. There is a seal on here. It's quite light anyway, certainly lighter than the DC15 I used to have. Obviously heavier than the DC24. The gross weight is 10.8 kilograms, but of course that's the boxed weight, of course, so it will be lighter when it's all out of the box and there's no packaging. So here we have the packaging. Got your instruction book. Again, the story of Dyson, as if we don't know the story. Yes, I didn't like my Hoover Junior, so I copied a few inventions that were already done, made a few prototypes, and that's that. Right, inside, this is the cleaner head. I understand this is something that fails quite often, certainly on the DC24, so I don't know whether it fails on the DC25, but I'm not worried because it has a 5-year guarantee. I've never owned a Dyson long enough to even need the guarantee, so we'll see if this is an exception. It certainly is a lot more. The brush roll actually is a lot better than the brush roll on the DC24. It's much wider, still quite sparse short brushes. This was, or still is, a Which magazine best buy. It did score very well for cleaning ability on carpets and hard floors. So that's the head, which we will assemble. Inside here, finally we have a decent sort of stair and upholstery tool, which that tool is lacking on the DC24. You don't get this, which is ideal for doing your stairs and your upholstery. But what you do get, well actually no, this is slightly different. This is different to the DC24. This is Dyson's much copied combined crevice tool and dusting brush. Certainly this is better than the Vax version. Much softer brushes on the dusting tool part. I've also ordered with this machine Dyson's Flexi Crevice tool, so combined with the other Dyson tools I've got, including the soft dusting brush and the mattress tool and the extension hose, I've got quite a comprehensive toolkit. The only thing I do need to get at some point is the handheld turbine nozzle. Don't know whether to go for the regular one or the new Tangle Free one. But whichever one I go for, I will upload a review of it. Because it's new, I'll probably go for the Tangle Free one. Right, in here, got some more bits and pieces. We've got a handle, like that. And what else is there in here? Just the machine now to remove. If I have to break off for fits of coughing, you will excuse me, won't you? So here we have, again, this is a larger capacity than the DC24, longer flex, and a more powerful motor with more powerful suction. Unlike the earlier DC25s that would have had a ball that would have matched the Cyclone unit, like the Animal one would have been purple, this one would have been yellow, but it's now just grey. It's probably, I don't know if that's a cost-cutting exercise, doesn't really bother me. Right, that's all that out, I think. Move that to one side. Take off the plastic, that's it, and we'll just remove the cable tie thing. Next thing to do, we'll just take this protective covering off, the Cyclone. Oh, that's unusual, or I wasn't expecting. I was hoping and thinking that this would have been a sort of metallic finish, but it's not. It's just, it's very yellow, very sort of traffic cone yellow. So I'm not sure I like that, because on the DC24, the one I've got is blue, but it is like a metallic-y finish. But this is just sort of just a regular Dyson yellow. Quite a dirty yellow, it's not a vibrant yellow. So there's that. There's a bit of cardboard there that needs to remove. I'll pop the bin back now. Also, another advantage of this machine, I believe you don't have to wash the filters as much. Every 3 months, Dyson say on this one, as opposed to every month on the smaller version, the DC24. Right, I'll get behind the camera and get this machine assembled for you. Right, so here's the machine out of the box in all the various parts. You've got the main unit itself. The hose is already attached. There's the handle and extension wand, your crevice and dusting tool, your stair tool, the motor head. That's not a heavy metal band, that's what Dyson call this part, I believe. And you've got the instructions. I won't bother looking at those. I'm going to risk it and just, it looks like it assembles in much the same way as the DC24. To make things a bit easier and a bit lighter for me, I'll just remove the bin. And I think I might lay the unit down. Here's the ball, look, with access to the filter. It's a much bigger ball than on the DC24. If you want to see, I unboxing and demo of the DC24, just check out my other videos. Here's the unit. Got to connect this into here somehow, so let's have a go. So it goes that way. It pushes upwards, so it's slightly different, I think. Yeah. What I'll do, I'll need two hands for this, so I'll just pop the camera on the tripod and then be able to connect this to the unit. Right, so should be just a question of pushing this upwards until it clicks. That's it. And it's clicked twice. I'm assuming that's correct. Let's just turn the machine over. Yes, it's fitted in. There's a little button there. That seems to be an OK. While we've got it upside down, we can see the base plate with the rotating brush. You've got two tiny wheels at the front here, and there's a smaller wheel at the back, same as ones at the front. And you've also got just there another tiny little wheel. Obviously the ball is supposed to be the main wheel. These wheels do not get used when the machine's operating. They lock in. It's bigger, and you know, I've got used to the DC24 and it's a lot more substantial feeling. It's bigger, but obviously it's a more or less a full-sized vacuum. It's fairly compact, but certainly a lot bigger than the DC24. So now we're going to connect up the handle somehow. Looks a bit different. So I'm assuming first things first is to connect the hose into the handle. So there's a little indentation here which will correspond with that little catch. Push it in and that's in, and to release you press that and pull it out, I'm assuming. That's it. So you can actually connect the tools directly to the end of the handle, as well as using the extension wand, which is how I normally use. This is a bit unwieldy for me. So if you're reaching up high. So then I just need to locate that handle into there. That's it. Oh, it's clicked in nicely, and then that's it. Drop down. There we are. That's good. So now got the handle assembled onto the machine. Cleaning tools. Let's pop the bin on first anyway while we're here. So that's locked in, and let's see where the cleaning tools go. Here they go. I can just see the spot for the cleaning tools. We've got the crevice and dusting tool combined, goes there, and then the stair tool clicks neatly there. So that's it. That's the Dyson assembled. I'll give you a brief overview. I'll quickly turn it on, and then a full demo will follow when I'm not dying. So here we have the DC25 multi-floor. So here we have the Dyson DC25 multi-floor bagless upright vacuum cleaner assembled and ready for action. We have the ball design, which is supposed to make the machine easier to manoeuvre. Something that's been pointed out to me that I didn't really register, but of course it's obvious now when you look at Dyson's brand new upright cleaners, I don't think they actually call them ball. I'm not sure if they do anymore, but it isn't this type of ball. On the previous ball cleaners, the whole ball moves. The motor is located inside, and as you can see, the whole ball rotates. On the newer versions, you just have two wheels basically either side of a spherical motor housing. Put all the other bits go in there. So they've done away with all this at the side, but the ball doesn't rotate fully. So basically, these parts are like wheels on the side of a fixed ball. So it's not quite the same principle in my view, but and the same goes for the so-called ball cylinder models that Dyson have recently launched. But anyway, but this is the original type of ball. We've got the access to the post motor filter here, similar access to the DC24. As I said, bigger bin than the DC24. The bin release is here. Let's press that to release the bin, and you press this button here, which should open up. Again, it'll be stiff. Opens up the bottom for all the dirt to fall into. And you've got your other filter here. Which you clean under running water, squeeze it out and leave that to dry thoroughly. And it pops back on. It's a twin motored vacuum, so you've got one motor here that drives the brush roll, and of course a separate motor in here to provide the suction, and you've got two switches on the top here so you can turn the brush roll off for cleaning hard floors. The brush roll will also automatically stay off when the machine's in the upright position, so when you're using the cleaning tools the brush roll isn't rotating. You've got your main on-off switch there. You've got the handle here with a little cover here. This is how you'd remove the tools. But first of all, before you can remove the tools, you need to remove the flex. So the flex is stored on the back. You turn down the top hook and you can release the flex in one go. And there's also a little clip there to hold the flex together. Also at the back here you've got this carriage release, what do you call that? It's not a knob. Lever, switch, button, whatever. Oh, look at those socks. I'm sorry, I'm just very plain, aren't they? Just press there, you see, and then that releases. So now you've got the machine running on its ball, and obviously when you put it back in the upright position it locks securely. So Dyson cleaners still are awkward for using the tools. I don't care what some reviewers say, they're awkward. This one certainly is compared to some models, but all you do to release, remove that, pull this up, there's a little arrow in case you don't know, pull it right up, keep pulling, and then the whole thing comes off. So you've got the option of connecting your tool to the end here, so you can select your tool and click it in. It's all a nice click fitting. So with the handle and the tube, extension tube combined, you can do down low and up high, but of course you can connect any tool direct to the hose, which is better for tighter spaces. Now I believe this does run slightly short of going up a full flight of stairs, so I will check and test that in the proper review. But I do have an extension hose, so it should reach right up with the extension hose. So when you've finished cleaning with the cleaning tools. Just need to locate the handle over there, look. Press down until it clicks, and then you just push this down until that clicks. Now let's just take the nozzle off first, pop that back on there until that clicks in place, and then just push that back down, and that's it. You'll notice that there's a little mechanism that diverts the suction back to the cleaning head. So when you've removed or start to remove the handle, the suction is diverted into the hose, and when you push the handle back, this device moves, this bit of tubing moves, so the suction is directed to the cleaner head. So it's quite ingenious little thing, and again that's very similar to how it works on the DC24. This seems a bit of a smoother action. So that's it. I'll just show you the other filter while I'm at it. Let's access the button. So I'll press that in, and then there's this panel here that comes off. There we go. That whole panel's come off, and you've got your filter here. Press the red button. This is your post motor filter. Again, that's washable. Make sure it's thoroughly dry for at least 24 hours before placing back into the machine. Some reviewers have said, like many Dysons, this is noisy. But I've just ordered myself a new pair of ear defenders, which I'll probably be using when I'm vacuuming with a Dyson. But because I am full of cold, my hearing is slightly impaired, it probably won't sound quite so noisy to me when I first switch it on. Let's pop that. So that's fairly easy. I did that single-handedly, so that was quite simple to get access to the two filters that you need to wash. So there we have it. I'll just give it a quick go, just a quick pass back and forth. This carpet's got a bit of a pile to it, so it actually should show you how well it grooms if it leaves a nice groomed path. So I'll just do that, and then at a later date I'll be uploading a full demo of this cleaner. I've just given it a quick preview for noise, but just the noise of the suction motor, and it's, yes, pretty quiet, but again, like I say, my hearing isn't 100% at the moment, so it does sound quite quiet. So this is what it is, sounds like when it's suction only. So like the DC24, that's an acceptable noise level. I will be using this a lot for above the floor, using Dyson's dusting tool, which I really do like. Obviously it will get used for carpets, it's an upright vacuum, so if I wanted it just for above floor I would have bought a cylinder or canister vacuum. But anyway, we're just going to go back and forth. First impressions, I like it, but I haven't used it yet. Let's give it a go. Certainly has more oomph than the DC24. Feels a lot more solid, and yes, it's groomed the carpet, but not as well as some other vacuums I've got, like the Hoover Turbo Power that I've demonstrated on this particular carpet. Does bring the pile up. The Maytag Cadivac that I've also got but not used on this carpet would have brought the pile up better than that. But I'm going to give this a bit of a go myself, just do my living room with it and see what sort of muck it pulls up. Well, it's not my living room, So it'll be interesting to see. But this has got a bit of fluff up, but it's mainly carpet fluff that it's removed. So that's the initial unboxing and preview of the Dyson DC25 multi-floor. This is cheaper if you don't want the latest Dyson, and some people have said it's not as good as this model, but this is a Which magazine best buy in the UK, so it can be found a lot cheaper. This cost me, I think, about £218, which isn't a bad price for a Dyson. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the full review, which will follow very soon.